So today, for our workout, we are going to be doing a strength workout, full body, all body weight, of course. It's going to be a quick one, 30 minutes, because I know that you guys also have, lives and stuff to do. Important just to get it in and get it done. I'll be running a 30-second timer with a 15-second rest. Feel free to run your own timer if you want a little bit more time in these movements. All good. Yep, full body, and I think we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll warm you up, and then we will get going. Put on some music if you guys want some. All right. All right, you guys. So we're going to come to the front of our mat, switching up the view a little bit on you today. We're going to go ahead and come to the front of the mat, and we're just going to take one leg and bring it up to a nice balance. Kind of test out your foot. How are things feeling today? Let's just shake out that leg, right and left, and maybe wiggle around the ankle a little bit, and then wiggle it around the other way. Beautiful. Go ahead and replace that leg, and the other side up. Pull that knee all the way up, 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 and just go ahead and shake it back and forth, right to left. Knee is going to stay stable, ankle moves side to side. And then stop moving it side to side. You're going to roll the ankle to the right and roll it to the left. Woo. All right, go ahead and bring that other leg back up to balance. And we're going to switch it up a little bit. So from here, we're going to bring it back into a lunge, reverse lunge. Except for when you're here, the whole idea is to open up that hip. So I want you to go ahead and just squeeze the glute, tuck the pelvis, and press that hip forward. And then you're going to go ahead and come right back up to a balance. Okay, so go ahead and sweep it right back, same leg. Press that glute under and forward so you get a nice open stretch in the hip. If you're like me, you've been doing a little bit more sitting than normal, so things are feeling extra tight. It's important that we get that all worked out. So we're going to come right back up to standing. 2 more on this side. Come down. Go ahead and tuck that glute. Squeeze, 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 keeping up nice and tall in the chest. And then we're going to come driving through that heel one last time. Straight down. Tuck. And then right back up. Good job, you guys. Shake it out. We're going to come to the other side. So we'll bring it up to that nice strong balance. And then back into that reverse lunge. Tuck the pelvis by squeezing that glute. Keep everything in the front nice and strong. And then right back up to balance. Through that heel. Bring it back. Tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glute. And right back up to balance. Good job, you guys. 2 more on this side. Bring it back, squeeze that glute, tuck, tuck, tuck. Opening up this hip. Sitting nice and tall in the chest. Back up to standing. And last time. Back down, tuck it under, set up nice and tall, and back up to balance. Good job. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, we're going to go ahead and come down into all fours, tabletop. Really making sure here that our wrists are lined up underneath the shoulders and knees are underneath the hips. Go ahead and tuck those toes, and we're going to go ahead and go into the bear. So you're just going to bring and lift those knees up off of the floor about 1 inch. So they're hovering above the floor, and immediately you should feel the engagement in the core. You're just going to tuck and hold. Big deep breaths. Really think about pressing those shoulders away from the ears. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And we're going to go ahead and relax in 3, 2, 1. Good job. And for our last stretch for warm-up, we're going to go ahead and flip it over and bring it into a glute bridge, and then we'll run through all of these just one more time a little bit quicker. So glute bridges. Bring those heels close to the bum. Feet need to be completely flat on the floor, and the weight is going to sit in the heels. As you lift the hips up to the ceiling, squeeze, 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 and right back down. We'll take these just a little bit slower, really opening up the hips, feeling the feet flat on the floor, and drive it up. Good place to find your breath. And we've got 2 more. Good job, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and speed that up a little bit. We're going to start at the front of our mat and single leg balance. Here we go. Single leg balance, back to press through. Good. Up. Back and press through. Good job, you guys. Make sure you're driving through that standing heel. Core's tight, working on balance. Good. 1 more. Up. And back down. Good. Now switch sides. We'll drive that all the way up to standing balance. Come down, tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glute, and back up. Really squeeze and tuck. You should feel an opening in that front hip. Oof. Last one. Good job, you guys. Shake it out. We're going to turn around, come back down into bear. Tuck those toes, hands underneath the shoulders, and go ahead and bring those knees up. Hover just about 1 inch off the floor, not too high. Press the shoulders down, engage the tummy. You should feel those quads burning a bit, and find the breath. Five more seconds. All right, come down to relax. And we're gonna flip it over for our last set of glute bridges. You guys are doing great. Bring it down, flatten out those feet on the ground, and up. Good. Squeezing through the hamstrings, the glutes, pressing flat through all the toes and the heels. 2 more. And last one. Good job, you guys. Shake it out. Okay. So today, let's see. We've got a 30-second timer with 15 seconds rest. Hey. And we're going to go ahead and I will show you your exercises real quick and then we'll run through them. I think it's a 5 to 6 exercise circuit today. All right, here we go. All right, exercise number 1. So we're going to do a scapular push-up. We're going to start in a plank, keeping everything nice and tight. We're going to drop the chest down to the ground and press it straight up to the ceiling. Tiny movement. But you will feel that in the back trapezius, right in the middle of the shoulder blades. So squeeze those shoulder blades together, press them apart, pressing the back up to the ceiling. We'll do that for 30 seconds and rest for 15. The next exercise that we have is our inverted plank. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it over. And I want your fingers facing your toes, okay? So not flipped over back this direction, under facing the toes. We're gonna extend those feet out. Bring the hips back towards the hands and lift all the way up. Okay? Now, if you're looking at me like, haha, yeah, right, we're going to go ahead and bend one leg, and that will help support us as we press up. We're pressing part of our weight through the left, part of our weight through the right. And on our next round around, we'll switch the leg that helps support. But inverted plank, we're holding up, squeezing through the glutes, the core, the hips are opening up. It's a great one. Third movement, we're going to go ahead and go push up to pull. So sort of like renegade rows, but everything is body weight. Hello, quarantine. So we're going to go ahead and put hands underneath our shoulders in a nice tight plank. And we're going to open up those feet a little bit to help support us when we do our row. So we'll go ahead and do our push up, and then pull that hand up, squeeze the back to row. Push up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Alternating sides as we go. Okay? If you want to come down to knees, that's perfectly fine. Make sure that those hips are driving down into a nice tight plank. So, exercise number 4 and number 5. It is on single leg for one and then single leg for the other. But we're gonna go ahead, just like we practiced our reverse lunges in the warm-up, we're gonna go into a single leg good morning. So what I want you to do is put all of your weight onto one leg, the other is free, hanging out. You're just gonna tap that to the side for a little bit of extra balance, okay? Second movement, go ahead and just bounce into that knee. Make sure that it is bent. It's not gonna be strict straight. And you're just gonna send your hips back, as if you're performing a deadlift on that one leg, but you have a little bit of support, okay? Make sure to not put the weight on this assisting side. You should be able to tap it up at any time, okay? So I want you to good morning on that single leg, and then take the assister back into a reverse lunge. Cool? So good morning on the right side, and then right reverse lunge. Awesome. Boom. Here. And we'll do that on one side for 30 seconds, and then we'll switch to the other side for 30 seconds. And last but not least, I had to give it to you. If your heart rate's not up already, it will be now. Star jumps. So some of my least favorite and most favorite things. Going into a little bit of a wider squat than what you're used to. Toes can be pointing out. You're gonna come down into the squat, hands will be on the ankles, and then big star jump all the way up and out, okay? Trying to be nice and light. Yeah? Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start. 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. We'll run through all of the exercises once, and then we'll do them all again. I hope you have fun, and let's get to this. All right, so we're starting with our scapular push-up. Here we go in plank, starting in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so we're gonna be in plank, tucking the pelvis, and dropping that chest down to the floor, pressing it straight up to the ceiling. Drawing the shoulder blades together, pulling them apart. Big deep breaths, you got about 12 seconds left, almost there. Good job, you guys. Keep really pulling that chest down to the floor and up to the ceiling. 3, 2, and 1. All right, second movement, we're gonna flip it over for our inverted plank. Remember, fingers are facing the toes, not the opposite direction. And if we need to use an assister, we'll bring that knee up. Here we go. You're here or here. Really want the weight into these heels, pressing through, squeeze the glute. Keep those hips nice and open. Drop the shoulders out of the ears and relax the neck. Big deep breaths. Good job, you guys are doing great. Try to keep that neck nice and relaxed. You're almost there. There it is. All right, number 3, we have our push-ups to row without weight. But I promise, pull that elbow back, squeeze it into the body, and you will feel that in the rhomboids. Here we go. Nice wide feet to support our base. We're gonna push up and pull. Keeping those hips nice and tight also. Good job, you guys. Keep it up. You can also come down into plank with knees. Right here if needed, okay? So you'll push up, squeeze, 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 pull. Keep those hips down. Good job. All right, we bring it on up for the lower body burn. We're gonna take it on one side, single-legged mornings, to reverse lunge. Here we go. For me, all the weight is in the right leg. I'm sending the hips back, squeezing it up with the glute, and then I'm gonna send the left leg back. Drive it up. Good job making sure that that foot is flat. The heel on the standing leg needs to guide the entire movement. It should be planted. Good. Shake that out. And we have the other side. Here we go. All the weight is on the other side. It's going to send the hips back. Reverse lunge. Really feel that glute squeeze at the top every single time. Top of the lunge, top of the good morning. Top of the morning to ya. I couldn't help myself. One more. Take it back, squeeze it up, and down, and up. Woo! Shake it out. Good job, you guys. That was our second side, so you know what that means. Star jumps. Lucky us. Super excited, can't you tell? Here we go. Nice wide squat. Hands on the ankles and up. Whew. Big deep breaths. Try to keep this as relaxed as possible. And every single time, I want your heels to touch the floor. Every time. And you're also going to be pulling those knees out, out, out the entire time. If you need to bring it up and down. Indoor squats, that's okay. Keep those arms moving, please. You guys got this. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Grab some 12 seconds, and we're going to start this one more round through with scapular push-ups, okay? Here we go. In about 6 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So hands right underneath those shoulders, drop the chest down, press it all the way up. Really make sure that the pelvis is tucked here. If the core is feeling weak, make sure that you're bringing it down to the knees. I do not want you compromising the form in the back at all, okay? Good job. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over onto our back for those inverted planks. So fingers are facing the toes. You got 5 seconds. Straighten out those legs, or you're gonna switch to the other side assisting. Up. Really squeezing the glutes, pressing through the heels. The calf should be on fire. Trying to keep that neck nice and loose by pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. Big deep breaths. Really lift those hips up, 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 up. Almost there. There it is. All right, you guys shake that out. We're gonna come to standing. We put our single leg on each side. So we're going to good mornings to reverse lunge. Here we go. All the weight is on one side, and we are single leg lunging, or single leg deadlift, or single leg good mornings, whatever you want to call them, into a reverse lunge. Remember, your activation here is all the glute. Heel is down on that standing leg, and that glute squeeze is at the top. 3 seconds. That's it. Great job, you guys. We got the other side. Shake it out. Big deep breaths. We are almost there. I don't know if you can hear my rowdy animals outside saying hello to my neighborhood. Here we go. So all the weight's on the other side. We're going to send the hips back into the heel, and that standing leg just a little bit, and then back to reverse lunge. Everything is in that heel. Squeeze the glute at the top, squeeze, and squeeze. Good. You guys are killing it, keep it up. Big deep breaths. Good job, shake it out. Last one. Star jumps. Really just focus on the breath the entire time. And then make sure that you're trying to be as light as possible. Here we go. Good job. Those heels are down every single time. Core is tight, helping you navigate through this. You're gonna be pulling those knees apart. You're so close. 5 seconds. Big deep breaths. Get low, get low. Good. Good Good job, you guys. Shake it out. Oh, shake, shake, shake. I hope you guys enjoyed that workout. Make sure that you go out on a walk if you can, because it's beautiful. And maybe get in some stretches later on. Foam roll if you can. I look forward to talking to you guys soon. And I will see you at our next live workout tomorrow at 5 a.m. Bye, guys.